Hello, hello everyone. I had to do it. Had to do McDonald's again because DoorDash has happy hour again. But they don't have a whole lot of options with the happy hour, like restaurants that I was in the mood for. The only fast food restaurant that was included in the happy hour was McDonald's. I was hoping it would be like Wendy's, or I was really in the mood for Wendy's. I was gonna try the Krabby Patty, but by the time I added everything into the cart, it would have been over $20, and I didn't want to spend over $20. So I got McDonald's today. I did get my favorite meal from McDonald's. Now, with happy hour, you got 30% off, and it's on the meal. So I had to choose a meal, which is why I got Fanta Orange. My total, actually, let me just go back. I got the bacon quarter pounder with cheese meal, large. I got extra pickles, 2 sweet and sour sauces, and then the Fanta Orange. And my total was $17.59, and that was including the $5 tip. So that is why I got McDonald's. Ooh, I can tell the fries are fresh. Got some sweet and sour sauce as always. Yes, sweet and sour sauce. Got some napkins. And I think if I didn't say it already, I did ask for extra pickle on my bacon quarter pounder. So yes, this is my favorite meal from McDonald's. Yes. Wait, is that a piece of bacon? Oh, yes, it is. We are not wasting that piece of bacon. Absolutely not. Nope. Got everything. So yes, this is definitely my favorite meal from McDonald's. Let me open these really quick. So how are you guys today? I hope you all are doing well. Oh, and let me tell you, I timed it. So from the time I placed my DoorDash order until it was delivered was 11 minutes. That's quick. Now, on another note, I did see that DoorDash added Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, because it is so far from me, they do charge that long distance fee. But, all right, let's give you guys a close up here, and then let's eat. I am hungry. Favorite meal from McDonald's. Yum. Favorite meal from McDonald's. Look at that cheese in there a little bit better. With me not working, I'm trying to stay, if possible, like I've only been ordering DoorDash once a week, and if I can stay under 20 for right now, that's what I'm aiming for. So that's not bad. Especially when the tip, $5 of that 17 was a tip. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's getting serious when the sleeves go up. And I did hit record, right? Yes. All right, let's eat. I'm hungry. Yep. Fries are fresh. Still no job yet. I applied to 2 more last night. And my daughter shared this, a woman on TikTok about using ChatGPT and she said to use 2 prompts within ChatGPT. So that's what I did. So we'll see if I get any interviews. Bacon quarter pounder with cheese, extra pickle. Mm-mm-mm. So good. So yeah, I don't drink soda very often, but I had to choose one. Since the happy hour, you had to pick one of the meals, so I had to get a soda. But I used to, back in the day, I would get the sweet tea from McDonald's, but I like the Fanta orange. I like the Fanta orange. So yeah, I followed the prompts that the lady mentioned on TikTok for redoing your resume according to the job that you're applying to. So we'll see if it helps. And one of the jobs, I had applied to it last year. Same job. And the woman emailed me back and asked when I could do an interview. This was last year. It was right before I got my job that I had just left in July of this year. But asked me when I could do an interview. I emailed back. I said I can do an interview anytime. Never heard back from her. And then right after that, I got the job that I just left. So I saw yesterday that they were hiring again. And it would be related to what I originally went to school for. The radiology tech. Related to that, but it's work from home. And I have the clinical experience from, because my clinicals, I did a year of clinicals at 2 different hospitals. So I have the experience for the job. Now, the only downside is they don't pay very well. At least when you're new, they don't pay very well. But it's better than nothing. So that would be nice. And then another one that I applied to yesterday is just part-time, but it would be no phone calls. It's more like data entry, which I really love that. And the pay, the pay is higher. And I like the hours of that one. It wouldn't be early morning. So even if I would get either of those, that would work. If I would get the part-time one, it would be cool because I could still do the pet care. Whereas when I do work full-time, I'm very strict with the pets that I do accept. And that's only because, when you're working for 8 to 9 hours a day, I have to make sure I don't have, a puppy or a dog that requires a lot of attention, because especially if you're doing a job with phone calls, I can't just get up and leave, can't get up and leave my desk. So when I do full-time, I don't watch many pups. And I really love watching pups. If my car was running, no, I shouldn't say that, because I would never trust my car that I have now to go back to doing that, but I love doing like dog walking. I used to do a lot of that. Or like going to check in on dogs and cats. I mean, quite a few years ago, that I was like pretty much 7 days a week. But I love it. Loved it. If I had a more reliable car, I would definitely go back to doing that. If I could do that, go back to doing it, I think I could do pretty well again. It's just when COVID happened, nobody was traveling. So that's why I had gotten my first full-time job after that. And then I left there last May. I did really like the job until they picked me to be trained on something that I absolutely did not want to do. But I did. I went through the training. And then when I started, after training, I'm like, this is not for me. Nope. I was happy where I was. I was already trained on 2 things. But the additional was 3 things I was trained on. And it was so in-depth. All of them, all 3 things that I was trained in were very far in depth. So I think it was just like overwhelming. Now my job I just left this year, absolutely loved my job. I wish I would have been able to move, but maybe one of these days they'll hire in my state, or maybe one of these days I'll move to a state they hire in. But anyway, no job yet. No job yet. Oh, let me tell you. Sparkle paper towels? No. No. Never again. These are the sparkle paper towels from one of my recent hauls. Definitely no. I think I mentioned in there that it's been a long time since I've tried them. But yeah, I would rather get the Walmart ones. When I tried, they were out of stock, so this was my backup. Because I didn't want to spend as much on the Bounty. Bounty is my favorite paper towel, but the Walmart ones are really close to Bounty, I think. With these, I'm going through them so quick. They're so thin. And like the Walmart ones and the Bounty ones, they come in half sheets. But I could literally like just rip one in half if I just have like, if I'm getting the cat's food and I just drop, because they eat wet food. Sometimes I'll drop it on this. I do everything on the stove pretty much. So sometimes I'll drop like a little piece of their food. Well, I can get, with these, I pretty much have to get a whole half sheet because they're so thin. And when you get them wet, whereas the Walmart ones and Bounty, I usually just like tear it in half and then sit the other half of the half aside and use it when I have something else small. So I feel like these I'm definitely going through a lot faster, whereas Bounty and the Walmart ones, they last longer. So definitely not a fan of the sparkle paper towels. And we'll never get them again. I think the reason Walmart was out of a lot of stuff was because that strike that was going to happen, but it didn't last very long. So I think everyone went in and like bought everything. You know, because they were scared that if that strike would happen, we wouldn't have anything. Fries are definitely fresh. I wanted a pizza today. Now, there is one pizza place that I have had before that's very similar to my favorite pizza place, and I know their pizza is good, but by the time I added it to my cart, even with the happy hour discount, it would have been like $26 or $27, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And then there's a new well, it's not new, it's a seafood place that has seafood boils, and they were on the happy hour, and I was going to try them. But again, by the time I added it to my cart, and with a tip included, it still would have been like $30. So I'm like, nope, and I deleted that. This works for me. For sure. For sure. And the orange soda is just like a nice change. Nice and fresh. Mmm. It's getting nice and brisk here. Like high as 50s. Liking the weather for a change. It's nice to not sweat. I hate sweating. I mean, yeah, I could turn the AC down more, but first of all, I think I already told y'all, I think they need to replace this whole AC unit, because that thing, like, I typically have it set at 70 in the summertime. If I would turn it down to like 68, that thing would just run and never shut off. And then I probably have a $600 a month electric bill. Don't want that. It would be nice to have a new AC unit, because I don't think that's normal. I think it should be able to get down to 68 degrees and shut off, I would think. I would think so anyway. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, DoorDash is definitely quick. 11 minutes to get to me from the time I placed the order. I haven't used Grubhub since the last time, which I think I recorded a video. I forget what it was though. Oh no, I didn't record a video. It was when I ordered that Taco Bell that I told you all about. That took like an hour and a half to get to me, hour and 15 minutes. And it was cold. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, this fills me up. The bacon quarter pounder with a large fry plus a soda. I'll be good to go, and then later on I'll just have the rest of my cotton candy grapes. But I will say, maybe a month or so ago, because they are so expensive, those cotton candy grapes, when my daughter got them at Wegmans, her and I split the cost. So she ate half, I ate half, and then I gave her half of what the cost was. The ones from Wegmans were spot on and tasted like cotton candy. But the ones from my haul that I posted yesterday, they don't taste like cotton candy at all. And they were like 15 bucks. I'm still eating them, but not one has tasted like cotton candy. I don't remember what the brand was from Wegmans. I lost a couple pounds. I think it's from not having ice cream. I would literally have ice cream every night. I lost 4 pounds since the last time I weighed myself. But yeah, this McDonald's is awesome. They're going to get 5 stars. The Dasher's going to get 5 stars. He was very friendly. Now, I have lived places where the McDonald's was not good, so I'm so happy that the McDonald's near my house, the orders are pretty much, I would say probably 99.9%, 99.9% of the time, the orders are correct. I mean, they're almost like a Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A very rarely messes up an order for me. Very rarely. I'm surprised. Well, might have been because I fed them. I'm surprised none of them came downstairs. But I fed them right before I placed this order. And it is. I've had the AC turned off since it's been cool for like the past maybe 5 or 6 days. Maybe it's been off. So it says it's 66 degrees in here right now. But in the wintertime, like I won't turn the heat on until probably the thermostat says, I think I might have it set at like 58 or 59 degrees for the heat to kick on. The only gas I have here is my heat. Now, in the dead of winter, I try to keep it at like 65, but the initial, before the heat comes on for the winter, it's like 58 or 59 degrees. And then after that, I'll bump it up a little bit when it gets really cold, but I think I never go above 69 ever. Ever. I try to keep like, this is when it's on. Like right now, I don't care. I can keep warm, just wearing like a sweatshirt and socks and all of that, and sweatpants. So I'm fine now, but like in the dead of winter, when it's really cold and like for example, if it says 66 degrees, I'll feel really cold even though I have like sweatshirt, sweatpants, socks. So it's so weird how that happens, like if we were, let's say spring, say it was 55 degrees in the spring. To me, it feels like spring is warmer at 55 degrees than right now. Like right now, I think that it's 55 degrees right now outside. Let me see. Oh, it's 58. Well, it feels colder. It says it's 58 degrees outside, but all the windows down here are shut. My bathroom window, I have it cracked a little bit, and then the office is cracked a little bit, but only because it gets hotter up there. But it's so weird. I feel like fall time, these temperatures feel a lot colder than in the springtime. If that makes sense. Maybe it has to do with humidity, maybe? Or no, I guess the sun, too. Oh! You know the aurora? I got some good pictures of that. From last week. First time ever in my life seeing it. And it was so bright pink here. Amazing. Let me see if I can show you all. It might not show up very well. Let's see. Okay. Now, can you see that? Then you can see the stars. My house is down where my hand is, but look how pink. I did record a video, and I was going to post it here on my channel, but for some reason the video, it wasn't as bright as the picture. Or pictures, I should say. Which really stings. So cool seeing that. Did any of you all see it? Amazing. Amazing. Woo! Thank you, McDonald's. Thank you, DoorDasher. This was satisfying to me. Filled me up. It was good. McDonald's, you get 5 stars. Everything was correct. Yep, it was good. Woo! I almost got some nuggets too, but that would have put me over what I wanted to spend. But honestly, I mean, this is enough. Can I eat nuggets? Yes. Then I would be really, really stuffed. Woo! I think the soda fills you up more too. Whereas I usually drink iced tea. Fanta orange. That is good. Yeah, I made the second recipe. I'm probably going to edit this video and post this one tomorrow since I already posted a recipe this week. I did record 2 recipes this week. And the one I had just made, I already ate that for a couple days. So I'll probably post that one next week. It's just a super simple casserole with a rotisserie chicken, but it's super good. Super good. So I was like, okay, I'm all chickened out because both recipes this week were chicken, so I wanted some beef. And that satisfied me. Woo! But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Not sure what's going to come next except for that second recipe video. Oh no, I still have some dessert. I still have some desserts to make. I actually have a lot of desserts to make. It's just which one do I want to do first. The one with the caramels is a little time consuming. I can really eat the other one though with the pineapples. Maybe I'll do that later today. we'll see. Oh, and Sebastian, I mentioned it in my haul, but he had another bad day this past Sunday. What was the date? I'm keeping track now of the dates. It was the 13th. Now, thankfully, it only lasted a half a day. And then yesterday, it wasn't really. Yesterday, he vomited some of that white foam. Those of you that have cats with kidney disease or hyperthyroid, you'll know what I'm talking about. He vomited like 2 little places of white foam. And it was weird because it was during the day and he had eaten 3 hours prior. So his stomach, I know his stomach wasn't empty. So, I mean, he typically eats like, I would say, definitely every 3 hours. So I know he didn't have an empty stomach. So, but he was fine all day. Like he just vomited that 2 little places of white foam right after another, and then 5 minutes later he came down and he ate. He was fine all day, didn't vomit any food. So yeah, I definitely think his kidneys have gotten worse. But I need one of these jobs to hire me so I can get him to the vet. Like I said, I have that credit card for an emergency. I just don't want to take him now and spend $700 now. I'd rather save it in case there is an emergency, before I'm working. So, as long as he, when he has those bad days, I'm logging it. As long as I can get him back to eating, I'm good. Like I said, I've had a Siamese cat before. So I know when it's bad. I know when bad is bad. Like that one back in September, the 17th, I think it was. So that was bad. I was almost going to go to the vet. But then he started eating, thank goodness. But definitely think the kidneys have gotten worse. But yeah, even like he's doing fine all day. He's woke me up twice in the middle of the night. It's still twice a night he wakes me up in the middle of the night. I get up and I feed him. But yeah, my boy. But yeah, I'm surprised he didn't come down. But it's probably because I fed them right before I placed this order. But anyway, so now I'm yapping. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that you all have a great day and a great rest of your week. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.